Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing really well. Welcome back if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. I'm here with a Lionsgate Oracle reading. This is going to be a pick a card, or I should say pick a pile reading for specifically for this year's Lionsgate, because it does feel really powerful this year. I feel like more so than in other years. I've been getting 808 for a little while, and I've spoken to some of you recently. You guys have been saying the same thing. So there seems to be something extra special going on this year, and it feels definitely sort of lighter, the energies. It does break down to a number 9 day, so it is the end of a cycle. It feels like it's the start of something new, a new positive cycle that's underway, and that's kind of a relief because the energy, the last few weeks have been really, really intense, I want to say, with the last eclipse that we had. So it feels more, I don't know, allowing, I want to say, right now for new energy to come through, new positive energy to come through. And I'm going to do a separate twin flame reading for the Lionsgate and eclipse energy, the last eclipse we're having on August 11th. So I'll upload that in a few days. There's already seems to be a positive shift that has happened within our dynamics. So I want to explore that more. And since this is such a powerful week, and because some of you guys have reached out to me expressing that you feel guided to purchase a reading, but you couldn't afford it at this time, I want to offer a reading special this week to help some of you guys out. So it'll be a sort of like a mini like State of the Union spread. It's not going to be as long as a normal twin flame spread would be, but it'll be $25. It'll be about 5 or 6 cards, maybe more, depending on what messages come through. And, you know, if some of you have a lot of messages that are coming through, I'm just going to, you know, let the messages flow. I'm not going to put a limit or a cap on, you know, a time or the amount of cards. That's kind of how it works when I work through spirit. If there are messages there, I have to deliver on them. So some of you may wind up getting a pretty long reading. But it depends on, like I said, what messages are coming through for each individual person. So contact me if you're interested in that. I'll extend that through this week, through the last eclipse on August 11th, and again that's $25, and it'll be, I would say, at least like a 15 or 20-minute reading, something of that sort. So hopefully that helps some of you guys out. And as far as this oracle spread goes, you guys can choose from pile number 1, 2, or 3. And as you can see, I have some crystals here that are set up. And I'm doing this a little bit differently. I want you guys to choose the energy of the pile, but if there is a certain crystal that you feel guided to, you can use the energy as well of that crystal to help shape your decision. So the first one I have here is clear quartz and opal. This is for pile number 1. This could be some of your birthstone opal. Pile number 2, blue kyanite. This is a really great stone to meditate with to help open up your intuition and your gifts. And this is green calcite, a really beautiful calming stone. It's a nice calming energy. So I'll show you guys too which decks I'm going to be pulling from. First one I have is the Law of Attraction Oracle cards. This is from Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. Second one is Universal Wisdom, Oracle cards from Tony Carmine Salerno. This is a good deck. I like that one. Spirit Messages from John Holland. Enduring Virtues, Mary Queen of Angels deck. And I'm going to be choosing, these are just major arcana cards from, where is it now? From Margaret Peterson's tarot deck. So I'll show you guys for anyone who is interested in tarot. I've used this deck before, but the major arcanas are absolutely beautiful and amazing. The artistry on them, I really resonate with it. The minor arcana, I mean, they're still powerful, but it's not, it definitely steers away from the traditional imagery of tarot. Like you can say the Rider-Waite deck. So for anyone who is, you know, new learning tarot, this is not like a good beginner's deck. Like for instance, that's the Nine of Cups. You know, that's, let's see, the Three of Cups. So, you know, the artist definitely used like her own artistic expression in these cards. It definitely steers away from the traditional imagery, but the major arcana is just gorgeous. That's the Fool card, the Moon card. This camera is not really doing it justice, but I really resonate with the major arcana. So, and these carry extra messages, extra weight. The major arcana, as probably most of you guys know by now. So I'm going to be choosing one card for each pile as sort of like the crowning energy of each reading. And I don't think I said this already, but forgive me if I have, but you guys can choose more than one pile. You know, that happens sometimes if there is if you feel that there are a lot of messages here, because this is a powerful time right now, this Lionsgate. So if you feel that there are more messages here for you, then you can choose two piles, or if you feel that there are messages in all three, then definitely go for it. And I'm actually going to choose a pile as well myself, because why not? I'm here, and I've been wanting to do one of these readings for a really long time, so I'm finally glad that I am doing this now. So all of these cards have been shuffled already and prayed over. I'm just going to give them another quick shuffle again. This will probably take a few moments to choose from each deck, so just bear with me, or you can fast forward, and I'm going to have timestamps below for the messages from each pile. Whoops, that is definitely for number one. Oh, here we go. That's for number two. I'm going to try and not cheat and look at the cards before I place them out. This feels like it's for number three. Okay. The John Holland deck. One card for number one, please. That's number one. This is for number two. Oops. This is number three. So while I'm doing this too, you guys can think about a question you have in mind, or you can just sort of leave it open to spirit for what messages want to come through. Hopefully there'll be at least one message here for everybody who is watching. Of course, this is still a general collective reading, so I'm hoping you guys will at least resonate with one or two of the messages coming in. Is it this one here? All right, and now for the major arcana cards. Pile number one, please. I can already feel which pile, whoops, is mine. Number two, this is number three. All right, so just choose the first pile that comes to mind. Don't think about it too long, because you just want to kind of go with your first intuitive nudge. This is not really laying too nice here. All right, we'll start with pile number one. Okay, so crowning energy is the World card. This, wow, that's really pretty, this picture on here. This is meditation, communication, a child's love, and action. Okay, so I'm going to read first from the book for the meditation card in John Holland. It says, in prayer we speak and God listens. In meditation, God answers. I like that. The meditation card has appeared in your reading today to help you to feel life from a spiritual perspective. Sit quietly and empty your mind of all thoughts and concerns. Relax your body and bring your awareness to your breath. Gently observe and follow the breath. As you breathe in, feel yourself detach from the external world of your thoughts. Allow your awareness to move to a world of light that exists within you. Be fully aware of your body and fully present within each moment. As you breathe out, release any tension you hold and feel yourself relax as you become one with the universal spirit of creation. There is no separation. The life force that breathes through you breathes through all of creation. As you practice the art of meditation, you will discover that the spirit of creation has a voice. This voice can be a feeling that swells within your heart or a thought that drifts through your mind. It can come as an image or as a stream of light or as midnight blue on a starry night. So I feel like whoever has chosen this pile number 1, there seems to be a lot on your mind. There seems to be a lot of sort of different themes that are going on here, a lot of concerns. There seems to be an energy of, there's just a lot of like swirling around of energy, and I don't want to classify it as someone, with their head in the clouds, so to speak, because they are all important grounded concerns, but there's a whole lot on your mind. I'm feeling there's like, it just, the energy feels like the imagery, if you can see it like on this card, there's a whole swirling of just like thoughts and different ideas, and how can I word this? It's just like you're at this juncture point. Again, we're entering a number 9 day on the Lionsgate, where it's like you're being asked to sort of like make sense of all this almost, but it's like there's this swirling of energy because all of this stuff is coming up for clearing, and you're being asked to just kind of make sense of it, not so much make sense of it all, but to re-examine some of it. Some of it has to go in this new cycle. Some of it wants to stay. Some of it wants to grow. There seems to be like a powerful, like flourishing energy in this pile. This being the World card is a very powerful card of just big ideas. This could be mission work. This seems to be an energy of someone who they just have a lot of ambition, a lot of emotion. They have just a lot that they want to do and accomplish. And I feel like whoever has chosen these cards are just, they just feel like this gusto, like they just want to go. They want to see, they want to explore, they want to do. But in some ways, they're almost sort of like being stuck. Like they don't know how to get there. They feel optimistic on everything that's going on and how to get there, but they're just like sort of like in this ball of energy that they feel sort of like engulfed in. And this energy, it's like I said, it's a swirl of energy. Just it feels like this whole Lionsgate energy, this portal, and this new cycle that is starting for them. And it's an exciting time. I definitely feel that or I should say you guys who have chosen this, feel excited about it. Some of you may feel a little bit like trepidatious about it, but this overall, or I should say 100%, is a very powerful energy. So if you were, if this doesn't relate to, let's say, mission work, which is maybe what some of you may have had in your mind or inquiring about, if you have inquired about your connection, this is a very positive um, flowing energy, you know, so the answer would be yes, you know, if you have in mind a yes or no question. It is a very powerful exploratory energy, and I feel like what the divine is asking you to do on how to get there is to go into this wonderful meditative state, to just kind of quiet the swirling that's going on in your mind, to sort of figure out, you know, in this state, okay, how do I figure all this out? Where do I go from here? What are the answers that you want to provide for me? There's a lot of really amazing, powerful energy, whoever has chosen pile number 1. I mean, it's really clear. Action. It says, today I take action related to the priorities that I have previously put off. I mean, this feels like a really powerful, like I said before, in this world card, action energy. It's like, but you may still be in this cycle or holding period where you still want to kind of put it off a little bit more and just kind of meditate on it, you know, but in general, the answer is go and do it. Just don't even think about it too long, you know. Get the answers that you need, but act on it. Act on your ambitions, on your mission. Or if you're feeling guided to reach out to your twin, if you're feeling guided to move, to change jobs, this is a really powerful indicator to just go and do that. There's a lot of really powerful, positive movement in this pile. The communication card, it says, I effectively communicate and clarify my needs in order to achieve my goals. So again, for some of you who may have inquired about your connection, divine partnership, soulmate, twin flame, like I said before, if you're feeling the call to take action and communicate, this is another indication of that. This is the energy here is just saying, yes, do it. You know, communicate your wants, your desires, you know, not just necessarily in your twin flame dynamic or divine partnership, but in all areas of your life. Be clear on your goals and what it is that you want. The last card here is a child's love. It says, the love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. So to me, what this feels like, guys, is a childlike energy, a childlike innocence, that type of like worldly ambition that, oh, hold on, guys. How annoying. My computer is about to die. Hang on. Okay, sorry. I thought I had this charged properly. Okay, so anyway. So this feels to me like the type of innocence and type of wonderful like visions and dreams that a child might have of what it is that he or she wants to achieve in life, and just that sense of sort of optimism. So take that optimism with you, that innocent childlike optimism that all children seem to have, you know, before they become jaded adults, right? Take that optimism with you to achieve this, because it's like, I want to say, and this is a, you know, cheesy cliche, but it's like the world is your oyster right now. Whatever it is you are feeling guided to set your mind to, this is just a really, really, really powerful, positive time to just go and do it. You know, and if you're not even clear what it is you are supposed to do and what that all means, then you definitely want to go into, you know, this state here to figure it out. So that completes pile number 1. That was a really powerful energy that came through. So for number 2, okay, the first card I have is optimism. Second card, take a moment. Next card is opportunity. I have eternity. And then for the crowning energy, justice. All right, so I'm going to read from the John Holland deck first. Where is it? My book. From the eternity card. It says, this card is encouraging you to detach from the restrictions of your mind and look at your life from a more universal perspective. If you try to make your life fit entirely into human logic, you are always going to get to a point where it will no longer make any real sense. Trying to make sense of every part of your life is like trying to piece together a jigsaw puzzle while having only a few pieces of the puzzle in your possession. It is human nature to strive to work everything out and control things, yet the eternal nature of life is beyond human understanding. The message for you at this time in your life is to focus on the spiritual side of life. Observe your thoughts and fears and consciously surrender them to the universe. Feel the spirit of nature and her changing seasons. Observe how all of nature is in perfect order now, how she accepts all that transpires in the world. Rejoice in the feeling of timelessness that swells within your heart when surrounded by nature's beauty. So what I'm getting from this message here is I'm sure that in all of these piles, I'm sure that there are definitely questions out there of what's going on in a divine partnership. But it feels more concentrated, the messages here in this particular reading. That seems to be coming through powerfully in this eternity card with this red rose here that is really sort of like engulfing like her throat chakra, her heart chakra. There's a little light here as well in her third eye. This card is asking you to surrender and open up into your spirituality, but there seems to be a lot of love that is divine love, divine partnership love that is flowing through the energy of this particular pile. If some of you do have questions about your divine partnership, I really feel that you're being thought of right now very powerfully by your divine counterpart, and I think that you're just being asked right now to just surrender to what is happening at this moment and to just know, in this eternity message here right now, that these connections are eternal. You don't have to worry about what is happening because it is always happening. It is always with you. I feel that some of you may feel the connection in your third eye. Some of you may feel this third eye awakening. You may be getting messages from your divine counterpart through your dreams and your visions, through your meditations. It's asking you to be optimistic. I expect good things to happen, and they do. So to just go with the flow of it, be optimistic with whatever is happening in your dynamic. I feel really strongly in the messages in this pile. They're just asking you to just really just let go, to completely to surrender to what's happening. This message says, take a moment, stop. Now is not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. Yeah, so it just really feels like a juncture in your life right now where you want to just sort of surrender to the present moment and allow things to sort of flow before you act on it, to just let the love that you feel for your divine partner to just flow through you, flow through your energy centers, your heart centers, your third eye center. Be optimistic with what is happening right now in your union. Take the opportunity right now that you have for growth with this tremendous Lionsgate energy that we have upon us, the last eclipse that we have upon us. So there's definitely still more opportunities to for growth and for, you know, final purging and to make those final changes that you feel that you need to make. It says, I'm always ready to take advantage of the opportunities presented to me. So, you know, a big part of this message too is just being aware that you do always have the opportunity and those, you know, those divinely guided moments to just start anew, start fresh. This could be a whole new cycle for you in your spiritual awakening and your twin flame or divine partnership dynamic. Like I said, there is one more eclipse left to go for this year. So if you felt like you didn't take full advantage of the last eclipse that we had, which was pretty powerful, then take the opportunity, take advantage of this last eclipse in the Lionsgate that's coming to release those things that you need to release. You know, find forgiveness for your twin if that's still an issue. Find forgiveness for yourself. You know, even find forgiveness for your twin's karmic if they are still in a karmic relationship. And you know, each new day is a new opportunity for expansion and growth and for letting go. And the last card I have for you guys is the Justice card. So to me, this just feels like all things are in order. All things are working how they should be, in divine order. There is this sense of, you know, in this Justice card, of things just working out right in a positive light, and to just, again, to surrender, let go, not to worry about it too much. And I do feel as well, this Justice card, I feel that when this comes up and there's a twin flame energy involved, that this does also mean a release of a karmic situation. So I think that we're in a cycle as well where those relationships will be coming to a close, especially for those who feel that their 3D physical unions are close. So if that's a concern for you, if that's something you may have asked Spirit and you chose this pile, then I think that's a strong indicator that those karmic situations will be ending pretty soon. So that's it for number 2. Pile number 3, I have family. I have nature, courage, Aradia, and then the crowning energy is magic. This is the Magician card. So I'm going to read from the John Holland book first. I keep losing that. Oh, I put it right there. Okay, so for this message, it says, it is time for you to examine and question some of your beliefs. Look at your beliefs objectively. Oops, sorry guys. Look at your beliefs objectively. Try to identify those beliefs that keep you from moving forward and keep you from experiencing greater joy. We inherit many of our beliefs from our family, our friends, and the society we live in. It is time for you to let go of all that no longer serves or supports you. Let go of all beliefs that stem from fear and replace them with love, for love is an endless source of creative power. This is a good time to study other cultures and diversity, and diversify your spiritual knowledge and awareness. Look at belief systems, both past and present. You may choose to adopt some new beliefs if they resonate with you. Explore and observe and keep an open mind. Broaden your horizons. You will find that life is a rich and colorful tapestry made of endless truths and viewpoints and full of tantalizing flavors. Indulge yourself. Aradia was a rather controversial figure who lived in Italy around the 14th century. She was known as the Holy Witch because of the love and compassion she held for the earth and all of humanity. She lived the life she believed in and was an inspiration to many, even though she could have been burnt at the stake if she were caught practicing her ancient rituals, which were based on love, excuse me, and respect for nature, life, and all of creation. So I sense a really very strong, powerful, divine feminine energy and whoever has chosen this pile, there definitely seems to be clear themes to the energies of each pile. This message, you know, this woman who lived in Italy centuries ago, um, definitely, you know, like it talked about, was accused of, you know, practicing witchcraft and magic and things like that. There seems to be like a very powerful sort of like high priestess kind of energy. It's coming through in the Magician card. It's asking you to get in touch with nature, right? We have the nature card as well. So yeah, we have the family card. So this is definitely, yeah, very powerful high priestess energy, whoever has chosen this pile. Very powerful empress energy. This is definitely, and if you're a male and you chose this pile, then, you know, we, of course, we have divine feminines and masculine in all of us. So just, you know, disregard if I'm speaking on the divine feminine. It's really just the that type of sort of matriarchal energy that is within you. And I feel that this is a time now for you to shine, for you to get in touch with your powerful divine feminine energies and what that means to be a powerful divine feminine. Getting in touch with your powerful sense of intuition. We have the third eye over here that seems to be opening up. This Magician card is a really powerful card for intuitive energies, also for a fresh start and new beginning. It is the card number 1, so it is the start of a new cycle. Like I said, we were getting out of an old cycle, so this feels like a very fresh new energy, and I feel like that you are being asked to really stand in your divine womanhood and to use your powerful God-given gifts to manifest what it is that you want at this time. Yeah, whoever is choosing this pile, you guys are really strong, powerful, trailblazing women. That's really what I feel. You know, use that to your advantage. You know, I mean, if you were inquiring in this particular pile about a twin flame dynamic, then use your powerful feminine energy, particularly your ability, because we do have very powerful intuitive gifts, to connect with the divine, to connect with your divine counterpart, to send love and healing to your twin, because I feel like now is a really powerful time for them to be able to open up to receive that, because I feel like that your energy right now, you listening, it's really strong. It's powerful. I mean, I can feel it. It's really, really, really powerful. So you have the ability to shift things in your life, in your twin flame dynamic, in your world, to use this manifestation energy to bring new positive growth your way. And the nature card says, this is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take the time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. So I definitely feel, again, I mean, whoever has chosen this pile, strong, powerful, divine feminines, you have a specific connection with nature. Of course, you know, Mother Nature being a divine feminine energy, you are very powerful at connecting with the energies of nature, with animals, with children, in your family. I really feel like, again, you're being asked to use this to your advantage. Maybe some of you haven't been connecting enough with nature or with animals. Maybe some of you have sort of strayed from this. I mean, that's what the message in this card also suggests. So just remember the strong ability. The strong wielding ability that comes from being able to connect with nature and being able to sort of connect with those unique energies to shape the world around you. There's a lot of, again, manifestation energy that's coming through this. So I feel that this is also a message of prayer and for meditation, you know, nature, connecting with cycles, the cycles of the sun, cycles of the moon. So I feel like the Lionsgate portal and the eclipse that's coming up on the 11th is a powerful time for you, connecting with the energies of the universe to start anew, to sort of forge a new path for yourself. The last card is Courage, and it says, my fear of rejection does not stop me from bravely going forward. And I think that this definitely applies to a twin flame dynamic, if some of you have asked specifically about that in this pile. So if you are being guided to reach out, this is saying have the courage to do so. But I definitely feel that the powerful divine feminines who have chosen this pile, they don't really need that reminder to be courageous. They definitely are very courageous in their own right, but I think that maybe when it is coming to their divine partnership, maybe they are feeling a little bit afraid of what is going on. And I feel that this is just saying, like, have nothing to fear, stand in your powerful divine womanhood, use that energy to shift your world right now, and yeah, don't allow the fear of rejection to stop you. So again, if you feel guided to reach out, I feel now is a powerful time to do so. And I think that is it for the messages in this pile. I hope that this resonated with you guys. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care, everyone.